Ever wish you could just like reach out to someone, someone who could just cut through all the internet noise and tell you exactly what you need to know?
Yeah, like right when you need it, no messing around.
Exactly. Well, this new tool, Perplexity AI, it's kind of like having that on-call research assistant. It's got people talking, wondering if this is the future of search.
It's definitely shaking things up a bit.
Big time. So for this deep dive, we've got articles, we've got reviews, we've got opinions galore, all about Perplexity AI. And let me tell you, it's a lot to unpack. But basically, our mission is to figure out, is this thing the real deal?
Right. Is it hype or is it truly revolutionary?
Exactly. So one of the first things that struck me as different about Perplexity is how it actually gives you answers, not just a page full of links.
Yeah, it's like it actually understands what you're looking for.
Right. It's like having that research assistant summarizing things for you, telling you the key takeaways. And it's all real-time info, so you know you're not getting yesterday's news. Plus, it gives you those citations, so you can actually see where it's pulling from.
Which is huge, because with all the misinformation out there, it's more important than ever to be able to trust your sources.
100%. And speaking of trust, one thing that really caught my eye about Perplexity is that it's completely ad-free.
Which is practically unheard of these days.
I know, right? Like, it makes you wonder, how much do ads actually influence the search results we see?
It's huge. I mean, think about it. When profit isn't the main driving force, the focus shifts. It becomes about giving you the most accurate, most relevant info.
Which, let's be honest, should be the goal of any search engine.
Absolutely.
Now, let's talk about this internal knowledge search because, wow, this feature alone is mind-blowing.
It's a game changer for sure.
It's like having this universal search bar for, well, everything. Your files, the entire web, all in one place.
Yeah.
Imagine you could be working on a project and need to reference something from, like, 6 months ago, buried in some folder on your computer.
Oh, I know that feeling. Lost in the document abyss.
Right. But with this, boom, it's right there alongside the latest research on the web. No more digging.
It's like supercharging your productivity, especially for teams or anyone who collaborates on projects with tons of documents.
Okay, so we've established Perplexity can handle the basics, but what about, like, the really complex stuff?
Well, that's where it gets really interesting. They have these features, multi-step reasoning and pro search, that are, well, kind of amazing.
Yeah, the multi-step reasoning thing, that one really threw me for a loop.
It's wild, right? It's like Perplexity can break down these crazy, complicated questions that would leave a normal search engine totally lost.
It's like, find me the average rainfall in the region where the most popular type of cheese is cheddar.
Exactly. And it can actually do it. It figures out where cheddar is most popular, then it figures out the average rainfall for that region. It's incredible.
It reminds me of those moments in sci-fi movies where someone asks a computer a complex question and it just spits out the answer. And now it's real life.
And then there's pro search with Wolfram Alpha.
Okay, yeah, Wolfram Alpha, for anyone who doesn't know, it's like this computational beast. It can calculate anything, answer any factual question.
Yeah.
I used to use it all the time in college.
And now imagine having that power integrated directly into your search.
It's insane.
Yeah.
And with the code execution feature, it's like, if you can dream it, you can search it.
Absolutely. So we've got all this info, but then there's spaces, because who wants to just have a jumbled mess of research?
Right. Got to keep it organized. From what I gather, it's like a shared workspace for your Perplexity results. You can organize, you can collaborate. It's wild.
Super interesting, right?
So imagine if this catches on, if everyone's using Perplexity or something like it. Will we even remember how to do research the old-fashioned way? Like, will we become so reliant on these AI tools that we forget how to think for ourselves?
It's a double-edged sword, isn't it? The potential is huge, but there are definitely some big questions we need to be asking as we go forward.
Absolutely. This is definitely one of those topics we'll be revisiting as things develop.